Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. Old Virginia.
My name is Luke Darnell, Pitmaster of Old Virginia Smoke Barbecue, and I'm here to tell you about my new online class available at barbecuechamps.com. This is a 100% tell-all competition barbecue class from yours truly, available online. It is a masterclass with 34 high-definition tell-all online competition barbecue videos that can be watched anytime, and they do not expire. They are packed full of pro tips, techniques, and recipes that will show you how to take your barbecue to the next level. These 34 barbecue cooking videos total 7 hours and will show you everything that you need to take your competition cooking to a level that you never thought was possible. We've already heard from several teams that have bought our classes and have already seen success and gotten their first calls. So this is something that brings me a lot of joy in sharing my knowledge and seeing people be successful with it. So are you ready to take your competition and backyard cooking to the next level? What are you waiting for? Just go ahead and go to barbecuechamps.com and find Luke Darnell, Old Virginia Smoke. We hope you learn a lot and enjoy these videos and have as much fun cooking these recipes as we had making them. This podcast is brought to you by barbecuedata.com. Barbecuedata.com is your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue competition data. If you're looking for historical data, calls, wins, and have the ability to track your progress in every meet, Barbecue Data has everything under one roof. It's a great way not only to track yourself in the standings, but also to track how you improve your scores from year to year. This week, I've actually taken a step further, and we're able to see what recipes were working in the past 3 years. Pretty cool when you have access to that kind of data. Listeners of this podcast can receive 20% off of a new subscription to barbecuedata.com with the code PITPOD, all capital letters PITPOD, one word. Use data to score better. Track your competition barbecue progress on barbecuedata.com. All right, welcome to another edition of Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast. My name is Luke Darnell, and it is a few days past, what was a pretty big weekend in barbecue. We have with us Jason Wagner, Wags from Wags Backwoods Barbecue. What'd you do last weekend, buddy? Anything fun?
Oh, just cooked a little barbecue.
Froze in the parking lot, cooked a little barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what a weekend. We spent the entire weekend together right until the last moment, and that's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, we were chatting right before we got on here, and I said, I always try and interview the major winners, but I think this might be the first time that the RGC has interviewed the GC of a major championship. So congratulations first, man.
Yeah,
what an accomplishment.
Yeah, congrats to you too.
Thank you. Did I'm assuming most people in that parking lot have great cooks on that day. Did you think that you had a great cook that day?
It felt good. It felt better than it did Saturday. I know my pork was lacking Saturday, and it felt pretty good. I mean, even with fighting the wind and the cold. Yeah,
it was. I've seen a few comments from judges on various social media posts about how they didn't like the food on Sunday. And I mean, I think you really needed to be in that parking lot at around 5 a.m. to really understand how much of a challenge that Sunday was.
Yeah. It was a bit of a challenge for me too. So
I think everybody, I talked to Kyle from Hot Daddies and Ed and Emma from Bunch of Swines, and there was no hiding from the wind. You just couldn't. There was no getting away from it.
No.
And I'll shout out Ed and Emma from Bunch of Swines from over in England. They cooked out of that 10 by 10 with the wind blowing straight into their tent, and they finished 16th with a 701.
Yeah.
How great. They accomplished that with basically no shelter, I think is legendary. So, I don't know, man. I normally have a format that I stick to, but I just feel like we should talk about last weekend.
Uh, you know, it was we were sitting in the same area during awards,
Yep.
and we're both congratulating each other when we got calls.
Yeah.
But I never ever got to the point where I thought that I was going to be in the top 5, let alone the top 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything either because I just had the one call in pork.
Yeah, and it was a pretty exciting little area to be in, though.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like there were just bombs going off all around us.
Yeah.
Every time a name was called, it was pretty neat. I know that I just got goosebumps thinking about it. I felt the energy from your teammates when you guys got on the stage.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you to provide that experience for them?
Oh, it was great. I mean, especially my dad being with me. I always bug him to come along to contests, and I said, "This is the one you got to come to." And yeah, he was just blown away with everything. So having a great time.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something special about getting up on that stage.
Yeah.
And I've never been up on that stage at that point in the awards. And all the people that come up to congratulate you, and you see all your peers and your friends out there. And I don't know that I'll ever forget that feeling. That was something special.
No, it's awesome. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I felt like it took me 10, 20 minutes to get to the stage. Everybody stopping me and hugging me and everything. So
yeah, and it was you've come from a long line of Iowa success there at the American Royal. What's it like to join that crowd?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, to be in the same or earn that title the same as a lot of the other Iowa cooks or even Minnesota cooks. We're all pretty close up there, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
I know it's still hard to process, and I don't live nearly as close as you guys do to that, so I didn't get home till Wednesday morning, and I had a lot of time to think during the 20-hour drive back east.
Yeah,
and it's just funny stories. It's checking into a hotel and having to carry that trophy in with you because you don't want to leave it in your car on the off chance that somebody takes it. And people looking at you funny. It's like
guarding it with your life.
Yeah, and even I stopped in Pennsylvania and saw my brother. He came up to the room and he's like, "Why don't you just leave that in the car?" I was like, "There's no chance of that happening. Like they could take everything out there, but they're not getting that.
Yeah,
that's not happening." So what's your week been like in terms of the people reaching out? And I'm assuming you've done a lot more interviews than just this one.
Yeah. Well, Monday on the way home, my phone kept going off and people send me messages and getting phone calls and I've already done a couple interviews this week on top of this one here too. So it's been busy. And then I walk around town and I been getting stopped by everybody and congratulated.
That's awesome, man. That's part of it. You're in that conversation forever now. And that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about, let's ask some of the questions.
All right.
What, are you a superstitious guy?
Yes and no, not super superstitious, but there are some things that I always do for at every contest. I started doing the biscuits and gravy in the morning, and that's become something to fill my time in the morning and go around and talk to teams. And I think everybody's appreciative of a little breakfast in the morning.
It was much appreciated most days. It was Kim. I didn't even see Sundays biscuits and gravy. It was devoured by Kim on the back porch before. And yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Even when you're not around, though, I get biscuits and gravy because Kyle did it a couple last year at the Jack. He did it.
Yeah.
And that was pretty neat to be a part of that.
Yeah. I sent everything with him so he could do that because he goes, "What am I going to do without my biscuits and gravy?" I said, "Well, here's what you do." So he just made it up. And
That's funny. Any other superstitions, things that you got to do at a contest or trinkets or anything like that?
Not that I can think of. No. I guess I'm not, like I said, not super superstitious, but.
Are you a music listener during contests?
Oh yeah. I like to, throw the music on, something to distract me a little bit.
What are we listening to?
Oh, it's usually some rock and, like 80s rock, classic rock is mostly what I listen to.
Right on. Probably a little different than the hip hop music that we all had in our ear all weekend from Blues Talk.
Yeah.
We actually had a different musical situation in this Texas team, which seemed like they were quite a far away from us. But they had, I don't know what kind of speaker, but they played it 24 hours a day as loud as they could. And it was all just sad, Texas-centric country. And I'd about had it. It was like, that's just not my speed. And I was yelling back. There's no chance they were hearing me. It's really, really rough. Let's talk about gear for a little bit. What do you cook on?
I cook on offset, and I also have a drum or two I bring along with.
Right on. Do you have any tools? This is one of my favorite questions that are less than $100. Things that anybody that like, it's something small or something unique that you use that really helps your barbecue game.
I would say pizza screen. Just a cheap pizza screen from Walmart. Actually, years ago, I was trying to hold my brisket, and so I actually bent it kind of to hold my brisket and keep the shape for boxing, with doing a box cut on the brisket. Kind of like some of the forms now that people are selling.
I was going to say, so you created a brisket caddy, or whatever you want to call it, out of a pizza screen.
Yep.
Still do it that way.
Yep, it still works.
Yeah, because those things are like $6.
Yeah.
That seems to make, messed around with that for a little bit. I'm not sure. Still not sure it does anything, but I don't know. Well, that's a great trick, though. If you don't want to pony up the $75, $80 that some of those things cost, I will be getting some pizza screens. We've never used pizza screens, even for chicken. We've always used the baking rack.
Okay. Yeah.
I've wanted to use pizza screens because at that price point, I think you could treat them as disposable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just use another one, and then I don't have to sit there and wait for Kim to clean that one thing for, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I'm definitely going to do that. Man, I don't know. I keep coming back to the Royal because it's so fresh. Yeah. It's Do you think that they can get away with having it on that weekend again?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it was plenty cold. I mean, earlier in the week it was great. The weather was fine, but we just had that front sneak in and cool everything down. It'd be nice if they could get it a little sooner.
Yeah. Take away some of the variability of it. I mean, I don't mind cold, but cold and wind, that was, whew.
Yeah. It was cold. Better than the year before when it was raining half the time.
That's true for sure. That's true. What, when you think about, let's switch gears here a little bit and talk about people. When you think about successful in barbecue, who is the person that comes to your mind first?
Well, I would say probably Darren. And then also Hot Daddy's. He's been real successful as of late. I mean, he's been cooking real well. And, I'm good friends with him. And
Mm-hmm. Is he the person that if you're struggling with a meat, he's the guy you call?
Oh, we bounce ideas and stuff off each other all the time. I was actually talking to him just yesterday about some things and trying to get some ideas. He was, picking my brain and me, him. And so, yeah, we bounce things off each other all the time and help each other out what we can.
That's good to have those relationships. What do you make of his locks of luck?
Yeah, I don't know. He just started growing that out earlier this year, and it's just he's kept it since then. So.
I kept looking at it, and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know what to make of that thing.
Rich made it on a bet actually for him to grow his hair out.
Really?
Yeah, and not with me. He had a bet with somebody else, and then he just left it. So.
Hey, whatever works for you.
Yep.
I got a haircut earlier in the week in Kansas City and ended up with I don't even know what to call it. Almost a mohawk, I guess. But now, because I am uber superstitious, I'll have to get my haircut at that same place every year. That's just the way that goes in my life. So what's next for you? What's next for Wags in the barbecue world?
I'm not 100% sure on the schedule, but I think I'm going to go to Omaha in January. There's a contest there, and I already got plans to go to Lebanon, Tennessee for Smoking Shores.
Oh, good.
And have
you been to that one before?
I have not. I've been wanting to go to it, and I decided I was going to go this spring. So we'll head down there, and then as far as the rest of the season, I'll do the normal contests that are close by and probably throw in a few other ones here and there. Not 100% sure yet. Haven't really thought about it.
I think it's kind of, given the relationships with the people that I have out in your area, I think it's kind of weird that I've never cooked in Iowa.
Yeah, you'll have to come to Joe's contest.
That's, he's been bothering me for 2 years, and something always comes up, and I think I probably owe it to him to come out there and do that. But from everything that I've heard, Joe is just fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic organizer. And I also think Joe's really good for barbecue.
Yeah, he does a great job with that, and he's coming around checking on everybody all day, constantly. So, yeah, he does a good job. Yeah,
and I'm not sure we can even talk about the other thing that Joe's going to be doing soon, but I don't know. I probably shouldn't, given my status in that. Yeah. Well, wait till that's announced. But yeah, everybody out there, keep your eyes on Joe Osbrink and see what comes out here in the near future. Yeah, man, that's exciting. So I'll go ahead and make this pledge. I'm going to come visit Iowa this year and come cook it.
All right. Sounds good.
Need to come out there and do that. So there's a contest in Nebraska in January?
Yeah.
What's that weather like?
I don't know. I've never gone to it, so it can be cold.
Yeah.
I think this last year the weather wasn't terrible, though, so this year it'll probably be a blizzard.
We try and add one new state every year to cook in. So this past year was Idaho. We went out there for the meat and tater thing.
Yeah.
So I think next year is going to be Iowa. Just keep knocking out the Val states.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm glad that I could have you on so quick after the Royal, but I have to ask you the rapid fire questions. We got to get into these.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you see about barbecue on social media that upsets or bothers you?
I would say probably, the people that get all bent out of shape with judging and stuff like that. I mean, there's, you got to cook your cook, and
Yeah,
it's.
I agree with you. It's and there's been some of that this week. One person in particular was really highlighting judges and the numbers that they gave out, but then they also posted their boxes, and I was like, "Yeah, they're hitting that with a 7 all day." Yeah, I mean, and people that are offering judgments of food pictures online.
Yeah.
You can't taste that. You can't smell that. You have no idea what that is. So
exactly.
I agree with you. I find that entire thing to be completely ridiculous, but we all know what we're getting into. All right. Do you have a favorite pre, during, or post competition meal?
A favorite what now? Sorry.
Meal. Do you have
meal?
some? Yeah.
Usually after a contest, I just want just a cheeseburger and fries. So I find somewhere I can just get that. Just something simple.
And we already talked about the biscuits and gravy. That's the same.
Yeah. Well, that's a pre. Yeah. That's every cook.
I think on Saturday, we set an all-time new record. We got 10 different things for breakfast that day at the Royal. I told Kim, I'm like, we're double digits. I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, I kept getting food too. And then actually on Sunday, Derek brought me breakfast. I had some biscuits. I got a caramel roll delivered. I mean, I was just stuffed.
Banana bars. Don't forget
banana bars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had, and I got a breakfast burrito at one point, and it was big, and I was like, I can't even think about this thing. And I walked it over to Ed and Emma, and Emma was like, I'm so hungry here.
Yeah. I guess, as far as superstitions, if I get something for breakfast or someone brings me something, I make sure I eat it all. I don't just take a bite and set it aside. I just think it's bad luck.
Oh, okay. See, that's important.
Yeah. That doesn't mean everybody bring me a bunch of food so I'm stuffed and comatose or something.
That's going to happen now.
Oh, yeah, now.
75 breakfasts. Do you have a favorite present that you like to give to people?
Oh, back to the biscuits and gravy again, probably.
There you go.
Okay. So
might be the title of this podcast: biscuits and gravies and stage blocks. Last question: if you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere, getting a message out to millions of people, what would it say and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. First thing that comes to mind, I guess, don't be a dick. Be nice to people. There's too much. There's too much. Bad things going on. Just be nice.
Yeah,
be nice.
I get it. Be nice. I say that all the time to people, and I try to do it.
Be good.
Be good. Yep. All right, Wags. Well, tell people where they can find you. If there's any sponsors you want to touch on the way out, too, we can get that done too.
Yeah. I guess thank LFG Barbecue and Outdoor Supply and Compart Family Farms for taking care of us. And
Compart, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, on social media, Facebook and Instagram, just Wags Barbecue.
Cool beans, brother. Well, congrats again, and man, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it's
great.
Shook your hand on the stage, and I said, "You know what? It's totally awesome if you're going to lose to a good person and one of the good guys." And I truly meant that.
Yeah.
So
thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Man. All right. Well, we'll see you out there.
All right. Thanks, Luke.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast. Be sure to subscribe and like the podcast, rate the podcast, and to share it out with your friends. Also be sure to check out the Old Virginia Smoke TikTok as well. Old Virginia Smoke, one word. That's all you have to search for. It's hilarious. Tune in next week for another great episode of Pitmaster. For companies interested in advertising, please contact Old Virginia Smoke directly via www.oldvirginiasmoke.com. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is edited by Chris Sedanka. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is a property of Old Virginia Smoke, LLC.
Old Virginia smoke. Old Virginia, Old Virginia smoke. OVS. Old Virginia, Old Virginia smoke. Old Virginia, Old Virginia smoke. OVS. OVS. OVS.